It's late, I do apologise. I'm in the middle of editing a video. I was hoping to get it done before the live, but it's a video just showing making a payment for the amazing car plan that I'll be talking about in a little moment. I talked about it yesterday. I'm going to just run through it more briefly today because I've got this video coming up that'll help you just get that payment made as quickly as you can, because in 12 months' time, if you pay today, in 12 months today, you'll have your dream car. But I'm here as well with the updates that we have in We Share Abundance, the development that we've been doing, various other aspects of We Share Abundance, and of course, our third-party programs, which, although they're not under our control, they are an important part of We Share Abundance because they allow our citizens to generate income right now. And any income that comes flowing from those programs through the admin account, then that goes back into We Share Abundance and benefits the members as well. So it's a win-win-win situation. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We have been around for about 3 years. We're an emerging nation. We're putting in really solid foundations, and we're now expanding our economy, and it's going to grow massively in this year, particularly in the second half of the year, as we get lots and lots of things which are on the verge now of happening, up and running. They're going to really have a big impact as we get into the second half of this year. It's going to boost our economy. It's going to increase the value of our currency. It's going to massively increase the liquidity of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens. And anybody can be a citizen. There's no cost to become a citizen of We Share Abundance. We do ask that you come with a positive mental attitude, a willingness to share love and abundance, and you'll fit in really well, enjoy the positive atmosphere within our community. We do have different industries or business opportunities within our community. There's no obligation to join them. You can, if you wish. You can put money into them out of your pocket, or you can start them totally free and work your way up. It just means that it takes you a little bit more effort and takes a little bit longer. But it's your choice. As I say, there's no obligation to join any of them if you don't want to, and those that you do wish to join, you can get involved in with no cost, out of pocket. A lot of members choose to move a bit faster and throw a few dollars in, but it's up to you. There's no obligation. With that said, we are now streaming live, I hope, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over to Facebook in a moment because that's where I see most comments and the people that are making them. And I see we have in YouTube at the top of the comments list, we have Lewis from Portugal. And I see we have different people in on Facebook. And so I'm heading over there right now. When I get to Facebook, I'm going to be looking for the Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And when Facebook obliges me with that, I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so we don't get feedback. And then I'm going to be looking for the 28th of April. And here we go. If I click this, it comments, and there we go. And we've got Andrew in from New Zealand. Happy good morning, Andrew. It'll be what, Saturday morning there, Friday evening here in the UK, and he's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thanks, Andrew. We got Norman from Doncaster, UK, and Richard from Devon in the UK. And that is the UK. Okay, right. We will be starting in just a moment now with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. That is what everybody seeks. You may think that you want that new car that I'm going to show you how to get. You may think you want a new house. But what you really want is happiness. And you think that having that new car will make you happy, or the new house will make you happy. And it probably will for a short period of time, but you'll always want more. You'll want more. You'll be looking for something else. is it I want? What is it I need? It doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. Happiness comes from loving service to others. And once you find that and you make that your goal, the more service you offer to the more people, the happier you'll be. And you'll find that everything that you want and need in life will just automatically flow to you. It's a much easier, more satisfying route to true success than chasing money, which is very hard and very stressful. So we will have a little prayer that helps with that, and then we'll have a little affirmation about our community because we are non-separatist, and that means we don't pigeonhole people, whether they're fat or thin or black or white or Asian or African or European or whatever. We don't see superficial differences. It doesn't even matter what gender you are. You're just a human being, as far as we're concerned, part of one happy family, and totally unique. And so having something unique to offer to our community means that you're of equal value to everybody else in our community, and so treated with equal love and respect. So let's get started right away now with a little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract into their life everything that they want and need in true happiness. Amen. And the affirmation we have is we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive in harmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, where are we up to? Busy days as always. I haven't got the order processed for the um, Fun Miracle site. It was brought to my attention by one of our members that he'd been a member of a sort of similar type of thing where there were general knowledge questions, and the site was closed down eventually because there were a lot of bots available that could answer the questions. People were just putting bots in there and gaming the system with these automated things. So we heed all warnings, and we've got to look at them seriously. And we've got to say, okay, what is the way that we can prevent this happening? Because we will become a target for people that are dishonest, without doubt. You've only got to win 7 games on the run to make over $30,000, and an AI bot could very easily do that if we can not prevent them from getting into our system. And that would be detrimental to all the other members that are playing the game for fun, but also with the hope of progressing through and making some good income, winning some big prize money. So that is our latest challenge before we get the thing signed off. We've got to build something in that will stop that happening. And there are a couple of suggestions that have been made, but it is slowing the process down a little bit. We've got to get it sorted out. We've got to know that, okay, we- we've got a game that's intact. We've got to protect the people that are playing, the people, members, the true players, so that they are not getting cheated out of uh, winning games because some AI bot is winning all the games. It's unfortunate, but that's the way of the world. So there has been discussion on that today. We are looking at it. We will find a way, um, but we're not sure what it is yet. There are options available, but they've got to be really looked into pretty closely. So that's a little bit of a letdown, because I was hoping to come and say, yeah, we signed a contract, because we are that close. But I think we'll get it done next week. The marketing campaign, I've not had time to chase up. There's a little purpose in me chasing things up anyway, really, from ROI Tips. They're working on things. They're working on getting the campaign ready to launch on Facebook. And I will get in touch with them next week, because I do need to get that billing situation sorted out. Facebook won't let me have my billing information for whatever reason. I don't know. So I'm going to have to get hold of them, and we'll have to get that sorted out, because once it is ready to go, we don't want it held up because I can't pay. We've got to have that billing in place. We've got the cash there ready to go with the campaign. We have the follow-ups, and you know, it's nearly all in place, but we've got to be able to pay. So we've got to get that resolved one way or another. And so I'll be getting onto that next week. We'll make sure that that is resolved next week, and then we'll see where we are and when we're going to start running that campaign. That will be a big boost for particularly the Turnkey Cash Cow members. They'll start seeing some decent commissions coming in from their positions there. But it will be a boost for the whole community. It will help us to generate income throughout the community, and we can use that initially to pay off the loans to the people that have helped us in various ways to sustain what we're doing over. Hello, big boy. My dog's here looking to say hello to me. Hey, you want to go out? Probably. You have to wait, big boy. Okay. Yeah. So that's where we are with the ROI Tips marketing campaign. We're collaborating with them on that, because they're experts on Facebook ads, and I'm not. I've had a go at it on several occasions, and I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. So we've got Kingsley in as well from Manchester, UK. I've seen he's popped in while I've been talking. And Deviani has finished the back end for the login ads, because there's a lot of things that we needed there. We've got to be able to manage them in all sorts of different ways. It's not quite as simple as you see the screen. We've had the screen coming up and things, but we will. We now have total control over everything, and we can see what's going on and how it's all working, and we can do everything that we need to do on that. That is completed, and we have started on Remuno as well. Want time to get it sorted out today. Hopefully on Monday we'll get it done, because if they've got everything that they say they have now, we've already put in a lot of the process. It shouldn't take very long to match them up and get that available. What's Remuno? It is a payment system for paying with crypto. We already have coin payments, so that's fine if you're in a country where coin payments will operate. But there are a lot of countries that coin payments won't operate in at the moment. And Remuno is pretty much global, so it'll just give that opportunity to people that want to pay with crypto to pay, whether they're in the United States, for example, where coin payments are, or Afghanistan, or there are lots of countries where people can't make payments using coin payments. So that is the next thing. I've got a really big project for development, which we will be starting. That'll be running in the background, and we'll be doing all the things anything that's important that comes up, we'll be doing. We'll be adding things in. Any adjustments that are needed, we'll be doing those. But there will be something going on in the background, which we will let you know when we prove that it is viable and available. But it won't stop us developing other things that we need and doing. But that will be there. Is ongoing. Okay, we'll be doing that. But if something else needs doing, we can leave it and get back to that. Get back because it's a big, big project. Okay, but it will make our members, or most of them anyway, happy. Some people you can never make happy. They're happy when they're unhappy. But it will be a blessing for a lot of people. I've been doing the routine things that I have to do, trying to do a bit of trading, bit of this, bit of that, and a bit of the other. I've also been, I started on this video really too late in the day, but it's nearly done, and I'll be getting that out available tomorrow. That will show you how the process works to get your dream car for 1/100th of the price. 1/100th of the price might be too much for some people. If your dream car is a $300,000 vehicle, then you need $3,000 to buy that car, which is a great deal. But if you haven't got 3 grand, you still can't get your dream car, so you'd have to settle for something less ostentatious, perhaps. I've pitched my requirements at a $500 deposit. That gets me a $50,000 vehicle. I don't want anything too fancy because I never work. I don't know how things work anyway. I mean, I can't even work this thing properly. So I don't want lots of bells and whistles. I want a steering wheel, a gear lever, or an automatic shift. It doesn't matter either. The pedals, lights. If I've got those, I'm happy. Ideally, I would like it to be big enough so I can stretch out a little bit, get in and out of easily. I don't want a sports car or something where you've got to crawl in and crawl out of. And I want something that is big enough for the dog to get in without him unbalancing the car. He weighs 100 pounds, and so I want something that he can bounce around in. He doesn't bounce around actually; he just sits down and looks, and then says, "Oh, not much going on," and he lies down. And so he's really good. He enjoys being in the car, but it's easy to get in at the moment. We've only got a 2-door, so it's a bit more messy because you have to, put the seat forward and you have to got to go around that. Yeah. And the seat's not that big. You can lie on it, but it's not huge. So something with a bit more space. So I thought if I whacked it up from $250 to $500, that would get me everything that I would want. I mean, that's like £40,000 in a car in the UK, and you can get a decent sized car for £40,000 in the UK. It's $50,000 if you're in the US. It is global, so it doesn't matter where you are. You get the equivalent of 100 times your deposit. The minimum deposit is $250, which gets you $25,000 vehicle. You just have to wait for 12 months. You just sit there and do nothing, and then in 10 months' time, you've got to fill out a form saying which car you want. Be specific, the model, the trim, everything else that is needed that you want, and provided it's within the price range that you have settled on. In my case, under $50,000 or up to $50,000, or if it's a little bit more, I suppose you can pay the extra. But then that car is then the company goes out and negotiates with the dealer nearest to you, and on your 12th month anniversary, you get the keys and you can drive off free and clear, taxed, on the road, ready to go. There you go. Um, you are responsible, of course, for your own insurance and normal running cost services and whatever else. Um, but um, but it's all done. It's all done for 1/100th of the price. So it's too good to miss. And on top of that, 80% of your deposit, so in my case, $400, goes into your big account. What's the big account? It is the Beyond Infinity Gold plan. It's a totally passive income plan. Um, it starts off very small because you only start off with $8 in it. When you join Beyond Infinity, it's a one-time $50 payment, and $8 of that goes into this passive income plan. Well, $8 compounding takes a while to build up. In fact, it takes a year to get to about $120 or something like that. So if you have the opportunity to whack in some cash, it shortens the time span of getting it into a position where you can draw some decent weekly income from it. The only thing is you can't add funds into the big plan from your pocket. You know, we've had a lot of people say, "Well, I'd like to put $1,000 in, or 500, or 200." You know, you can't do it, and the reason they've done that is because they don't want people getting into debt to get into the program. That's why it's a one-time $50. The only way you've been able to add funds into that big account is through commissions if you chose to refer others, share it with others. And as an admin account, we've been able to do that pretty effectively, and we've brought the time span down drastically. But for a lot of people, it's not that easy, or they don't want to be bothered with it, whatever. So they're prepared to just sit and wait for 5 years. But with this car plan, when you pay your 50 or 500 or 1,000 or whatever it is you put in to the car, 80% of that is added into your big account. So we put 500 deposit on a car, which is going to get us that $50,000 vehicle, but it also put $400 into uh, our big account, and it moves it along that much faster. It's a way of putting money into your big account. So effectively, you're getting your car totally free, and that is one of our passive income plans, and it's a really good plan. It's not a banker in as much as it's going to pay you for any losses that you might encounter in some other plans that you try, because there's a lot of plans out there where you perhaps won't make any money, or you could even lose some money. But you've got to follow the golden rules. Never put in more than you can afford to lose. Get your seed capital out as quickly as you can. But the Beyond Infinity passive plan, this big plan, because it takes, if you're totally passive, it takes 5 years, 5 years and 12 weeks gone. 5 years and 13 weeks you start drawing money from it. So it's not a banker in there that will cover your costs or your losses or anything as you're going along. But it is a banker in that it is a very sound plan. The people behind it are very good, very honest, and have a genuine desire to help others. And it's designed in that way. And that's why they wouldn't allow people to go into debt with it. They said, okay, you pay your $50 and that's it. If you choose to refer, you can make more money. You can add the funds in to the big account, or you can draw them out and spend them whatever you want with your commissions. But you can't spend more out of pocket than $50. They've changed that with this car plan. And the reason for that is they want to help more people. They want to use the funds that come in from that for marketing to bring people into a pool. They're going to target specific groups, and the first group they're targeting is students, so that we can get them into the plan, get them making some money, and so that their student loans aren't going to be a burden for the rest of their life, be able to pay their way through college, be able to help them live as they're going through college, this sort of thing. So they'll be building a pool of initially students, and people will be able to take up to 3 months out of the pool to build their network, which will increase their income from Beyond Infinity in the plans that do pay commissions. The big plan is just a purely a passive income plan that doesn't pay commission, but they've got a sort of infinity plan, and they've got what else they call it, a honeypot plan, and it's all within the site, and those are pretty much automated. All you've got to do is concentrate on getting 3 people, and if everybody gets 3 people, you make a lot of money. And I think you can take up to 3 people a month out of that pool. I think that's what they're planning. So that is that is the reason for it. They want to help groups of people like students, and they want to help the people that are in the plan that would like to recruit, but maybe they've joined the NFL, and that's not the National Football League. That's the No Friends Left, because they've pitched everybody they know on so many things that have failed that they just don't have any friends left that they can speak to. Friends, family, the whole lot. Soon as that like the old, you're walking down the street and you see somebody, and he's in Amway, you cross over and boom, oh, you're down the other side of the road, that sort of thing. They want to help those people as well, so it gives them a chance to just take 3 people out of the pool, and that's the idea behind the fund. But they have a lot of investments themselves. They have been successful in business for many years, and they have uh, a good income pot, if you like. They don't invest your funds on your behalf, they invest themselves, and out of their investments, they pay out these these benefits that they offer on the passive plan, on the big plan, and also through their own personal investments, they're funding the plan. So that is there for you. We have, because of course, Vortic United. Vortic, tomorrow morning, everybody wakes up and go, "Wow, my money should be in my account," and they go to Vortic, and boom, it's there because it's been building over the week, and on Saturdays, boom, it's transferred into your available funds and into your balance there. And if there's enough, you can get another portfolio, another package, and that will compound your income, and it'll start growing ever faster and faster and faster the more you compound it. You only need $50 to be able to start compounding. You only need $50 to get started in Vortic as well. So it's a great plan, and it's an exciting day tomorrow. If you're stuck for cash, of course, you can withdraw it. Um, it's your option, uh, and they only make one withdrawal payment every week, and they pay out on Monday. So you've got to get your withdrawal request in by 11 p.m. London time, midnight UTC, um, and it's paid out on the Monday. Usually it's Monday afternoon sometime when it hits my account if I made a withdrawal. Um, I've tested it, and it does. It works like clockwork. So um, that is that is Vortic, one of our bankers. Um, our Poverty Crusher plan it is going well. It's I think been boosted a little by the login ads, as has membership recruitment. I'm getting more members signing up now than I usually do. I don't do any massive promotions, but I usually get an average of one a day members signing up anyway. But I'm getting definitely one a day, maybe 2 a day on average now, and that can only be through the login ads. Um, People want them. They come in and they want to get the login ads, and uh, people are also starting to understand the value of our downline builder, the multiple income streams that we have, and they help people build their network pretty much automatically. You don't have to focus on this or focus on that. Which one should I focus on? You just focus on building We Share Abundance. Tell people we've got a great downline builder. It'll help you with any program that you want to promote. Oh, they're in. It's free. Why wouldn't they? And they see the other programs. Oh yeah, I'll get into that. Oh yeah, and then that's building your downline in those plans. And it can go through 7 levels in depth. We also have an amazing bonus plan, the Power of One. People aren't utilizing it enough. Some people are. It doubles your money, or it can potentially double the income that you generate. Even from like our secondary staking, we've got people in there that have maxed the level of the Power of One bonus, and it doubles their total passive income from our secondary staking plan. Instead of getting 200, they get 500, or instead of getting 500, they get 1,000. We've not actually had any payments out over 1,000, but we will have, definitely, I know for a fact, this coming month, we'll have some people that will be getting over 1,000 a month from the secondary staking now. And of course, you can compound that as well. Compounding, so important if you want to get on in life. I put a little video up. It was of Tony Robbins. I put it into the Facebook group today. It's one of these short things that people are doing now. I think they're 1-minute videos and they loop. So you think, oh, I've seen this bit before, and it keeps on going back. It takes, you can switch off after a minute. You don't have to watch it over and over and over again. But it's Tony Robbins. He's talking about compounding, and he's saying, you've got to get in there, compound. And he gives the example of somebody in there. But the video is in the Facebook group. It's just 1 minute. Take a look at it. You don't have to have a vast amount of money to compound effectively. What you've got to have is a bit of persistence and patience, because it takes a year before you start seeing real big benefits from compounding. On what you start with, it takes a while to build and build and build. Even at a small percentage, you'll see a massive increase in your benefit. I showed yesterday that 400 at 3% per week becomes $1,800 at the end of the year. That's quite amazing. But you take that $1,800 and run it for another year, and you get that same massive increase, not just of $1,400, but the total percentage increase. Run it for another year, so you can very, very quickly get up to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. And the example Tony Robbins gives of somebody that retired with $70 million, and his maximum wage while he'd been working was $14,000 a year. Compounding, very important. So Vortex paying out tomorrow. We haven't yet got into the incomation plan. We do want to, but we don't have any spare funds at the moment. Hopefully, we will have some things that will pay off in the near future, and it'll allow us to get into incomation. It's 2,000 or 2,000. We really want to get in at 3,000. We'll wait patiently until we have $3,000 that we can use to get in there. It's a really good, sound, solid plan. And once again, that is a banker because it'll be paying out regularly, boom, 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 every month. You just can't fail with it. That's pretty much all I've got for you today. Richard says it seems like a good way to boost the big account with a car thrown in. Yeah, it is, Richard. It is ideally, it is exactly that. So will we actually own the car, free to do what we want with it? Yeah. In fact, if you don't want the car, you can go to the dealer before you get it signed over to you, before you actually sign the papers, so that there's not been an owner on it apart from the dealership. You can go to the dealership and you can say, look, I really don't need this car. You're retailing them at 50,000. I know that your wholesale price will be maybe 40,000, but I'd be happy with 30,000 cash for the car, and you can have it back and sell it to somebody else. You could do that with it if you wanted. Um, or you could take it out of the showroom and sell it privately, unwanted gift or prize from a raffle, put it in whatever you want. But once a car leaves the showroom, of course, it drops. You wouldn't get the full 50,000 for it, but that's another way you would get maybe 30 or 40,000 for it straight away if you want it. You can't take cash instead of the vehicle. It's a car plan. They arrange the vehicle for you. What happens once that's been arranged is between you and the dealership and whoever else you get involved. Okay, but but yeah, it's yours, free and clear, drive away. So so it is. It's an excellent way. It's an excellent way to boost your big account. Um, if you put in 100, well, you can't. $250 will almost save you 2 years. I can't remember the numbers on it. I wonder if I've got them here. Just a minute. Let me have a look. 250 is the minimum amount you can put in. And have I got? Uh, I think I have. Yeah, just bear with me a second. I've got their spreadsheet up for the big account thing. At the end of a year, okay, at the end of a year, you've only got $34 in your account. So to boost it by $34 saves you a year. At the end of 2 years, you've only got $134 in your account. So if you put $134 in, you shorten the time by 2 years. What is it at the end of 3 years? At the end of 3 years, it's $543 you would have in your account. Um, so if you were to put 250 in, that comes in at what, 3 years, 3.5 years roughly. It would save you 3.5 years waiting time to draw from your big account with a $250 payment. And that would get you a $25,000 car in 12 months' time. If you went for the $500 car, that pretty much saves you 4 years. So you're then only looking at a year and a quarter to start drawing passive income from the plan. And you've got a nice car to drive in while you're waiting for that extra year. If you want to save 5 years, you've got to put in 3 grand. It's getting a bit pricey there, isn't it? What's 4.5 years? Let's have a look at that. 4.5 years. If you get $1,000 put in, that will save you 4.5 years, and then you've only got 9 months to wait for your passive income to start. You'd be getting that before you got your car. And the car you get would be $100,000 car. That would be something like a top of the range Range Rover. Um, you know, um, it's a really, really good way of doing things. And It's exciting. Get excited about it. Okay, I don't see any questions. Let me have a look and see if we've got anything in the melon up there for questions. Um, Lewis, as usual, was in from YouTube right at the top. But that's it. No questions I can see in there. And there are, I think, more people watching on YouTube, but only we've only got Lewis that's admitting to being a watcher for you. Okay, right. That's it from me. That's all I've got for you. But it is an excellent opportunity. Um, the quicker you get your money in, the quicker you get your car, and the sooner you get that passive income from Beyond Infinity. It's pretty much a no-brainer. Um, choose your own level. Choose what you want. It's there. It's open for anybody. You may not want a big flash car, but you might have 2 or 3 members in your family that want a car. So you might want perhaps your son and your daughter. You get a 25,000 car each. That's 50, 250, and then you get a nice one, 500. That's 1,000, and you've knocked 4.5 years off your time to get your passive income. Lots of ways of looking at it and doing it. It's up to you. Okay. God bless you all. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I've got some numbers for you. I forgot to give them to you. I'll give them to you quickly before I go. Last 24 hours, no change in the registered members. That doesn't mean we've not had any new registrations because we've taken quite a lot of people out. It means that the ins and outs are balanced exactly. Active members are up by 15 to 3,689. No change in the membership numbers for Multiply WISA, but the revenue share boosted our bonus account. You get the revenue share just from logging in. Boosted our bonus account to $10,127.52, which is up $2 in the last 24 hours. So getting back to leaving you, I'm going. Okay. God bless you all. Get out there. Do a bit of sharing. Love and abundance. That's what we're about. The more service you offer, the happier you will be. The more everything that you want will come to you as well. But you'll be happy and content no matter what comes to you. Okay. It's a wonderful, wonderful way of living your life, being of service to others without the thought of reward, just doing what you can for everybody that you meet. Just go ahead, get out there, be WISA warriors, share love and abundance. You will feel okay. God bless you. I love you all. See you all tomorrow. Until then, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah. In a wild